Hello! In this video, we'll be discussing how to determine the theme of a literary text. Fictional stories have a theme. Understanding the theme of a text will help you better understand the author's purpose, and it will also help you to connect what you read to your life and your experiences. Let's begin by reviewing what a theme is. The theme, or sometimes it's called the central message, of a story is a lesson about life that you can learn from reading the text. You can determine a theme by asking yourself some questions. One of the first questions you can ask is, what is the conflict or the problem in the story? How the characters react to the conflict often can help you determine the theme of a story. Another question you can ask is, what does the character do about the conflict? How do they try to solve it? A third question is, what lesson does the character learn? Oftentimes, whatever lesson the character learns is a good theme or a good lesson that you could apply to your own life. The final question you can ask is, what lesson does the author want me to learn? Themes are often universal, which means they can be applied to more than one story. For example, the theme, crime doesn't pay, can be applied to several different stories. Themes are often inferred from the story as well. This means the author is not going to come out and directly tell you, the theme of this story is treat others the way you want to be treated. Instead, you have to think about, what does the characters learn, and how can I apply that lesson to my own life? There are many themes that are common among stories. Some of them are, actions speak louder than words. Hard work pays off. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't judge a book by its cover. Honesty is the best policy. True friends will always be there for you. We can accomplish more when we work together. Each one of these is a theme that can be applied directly to a story, but it can also be a lesson that's applied to our life. For example, most of you read the book Wonder last year with your 5th grade class. One of the themes in Wonder is don't judge a book by its cover. We can apply that to our life, just like Jack learned not to judge Augie just based on the way he looked. He discovered that Augie was a really cool friend, and it didn't matter what he looked like. Do you know the story of Spider-Man? After Peter Parker, Spider-Man's real name, is bitten by a mutant spider, he mostly goofs around with his new powers. He doesn't capture criminals. In fact, he lets one go. But this bad decision teaches Peter an important lesson. With great power comes great responsibility. In other words, if you're Spider-Man, you owe it to the world to use your powers to help others. This is a major theme or lesson of the Spider-Man comics. So, just like Spider-Man learned that he had to be responsible with his powers, we can take that lesson and apply it to our own life and realize that with our gifts and with our talents, the powers that we hold, we need to be responsible with them. So the theme would be, with great power comes great responsibility. Look at this picture. What lesson or theme does the picture seem to display? One of the themes that this picture seems to display, with this boy saying, I used to be the worst player on the team, but I practiced hard every day, rain or shine, as he's holding a plaque that says, Most Improved Player. This tells me that one of the themes could be, hard work and determination pay off. The boy learned that when he worked hard and practiced hard, he became a much better player. I can apply that lesson to my very own life. If I work hard and am determined to do something, it will pay off. What details in the story help me figure out that theme? Because the details of the story are what helps you determine a theme. One of the details is when the little boy says he used to be the worst on the team. Another detail that helps us determine the theme, remember we can say what lesson did the character learn, is when he says he practiced hard every day. Even in the rain, he was out there practicing. So that detail helps me understand he was determined to be a better player. A final detail that helps me understand what the theme or the lesson of the story is the plaque that the boy is holding that says Most Improved Player. The fact that he was the worst player, but now is the most improved player, helps me understand that hard work and determination pay off. The first step to understanding the theme of the text is to figure out the details of the story by asking yourself, what was the conflict of the story? How did the characters respond to that story? What lesson did the characters learn? While reading, if you can ask and answer such questions, you'll figure out the author's theme and better understand what you read. Keep reading.